Hey everyone, welcome back to the range. I have a neat biometric gun lock here from Identilock for you all to check out today. If you're looking for a way to ensure curious hands stay off your guns, this may be the lock for you. I'll preface my review by saying that as responsible gun owners, we must always practice good safekeeping of our firearms and should know their whereabouts at all times. However, not all of us can afford or have the space for a giant gun safe, and if you have a firearm that you keep for self-defense, it should be ready and close by when you need it. The Identilock, like any other security device, can be bypassed given enough time, knowledge, or power tools. At 12 ounces, the Identilock is a simple clamp-on biometric lock that clamps around the trigger guard to prevent access to the trigger. They have models currently available for 1911s, Glocks, and various Smith & Wesson M&P model lines from the Shield to your standard M&P lineup. As far as operation goes, here's the lock in the open mode. You simply place the lock around the trigger guard and press down and you'll hear it clamp in place and it's locked. And you would come in here with your fingerprint, you get a green light and the lock clamps open and you can have access to your firearm. You can store a maximum of 3 fingerprints on the device. Addition and deletion of the fingerprints are fairly easy. You'll need the manual override keys to start the process, which is outlined in the manual. A rechargeable internal battery powers electronics and is charged by USB-C. Charge life is stated at 3 months, and you can sign up for a reminder from them, or when the status light starts blinking red, it's time to recharge. If the battery does die, there is the manual access port down here that you can pry off and use the key to unlock. Given that this was a testing and evaluation model and thinking about this being a theft deterrent, I did not try to defeat the lock. I wanted to see how well it worked if I tossed it around, had dirty hands, and how well it fit the gun. The ATI FX Titan 1911 from AIM Surplus and our Sig Sauer 1911-22 fit the lock perfectly. During all of my testing, the Identilock opened every time. 0.3 seconds is the manufacturer's claimed unlock time. Some of the things that I liked about the Identilock: it's very nicely constructed, seems pretty robust. There are no sharp edges on here, and the outer shell is made out of plastic, so it's really not going to scuff up anything. It's fairly easy to add and delete the fingerprints, and it fit great, like I said, on the 1911s I had to test it on. There is a very quick understanding of whether or not the lock is going to unlock. Generally, if you're in a quiet room, I don't know if you can hear it when you unlock, but you do kind of hear like a little electronics buzz when it's unlocking. My neutral thoughts on this unit: the mechanism could spring open faster upon successful reading so that the gun can be accessed faster. The fingerprint reader is a little far for reach with my average hands. Someone with longer fingers will have no issues gripping the gun with the trigger finger pointed towards the access reader. However, that's only one method of accessing. In my case, I used my thumb to open the lock and then grab the gun with my left hand. I also had some thoughts on product improvement or upsell model ideas. Left-hand version for us southpaws. Smart capabilities, aka an app that would alert me to someone trying to access the device successfully or unsuccessfully, or that it needs to be charged. That of course may require a bigger battery and all the jazz to support it and more tech, but I do recall someone else's product having a similar app function. Overall, this is one of those good peace of mind products. My personal defense firearms need to be secure and they need to be ready at a moment's notice, and having the Identilock ensures this. I'd like to thank Identilock for providing me the opportunity to test their lock, and you all for watching. I always put their link in the description below. Until next time, catch you at the range.